So Tesla stock is crashing, and I want to tell you guys the truth about this. And sadly, I know, I get it. If you turn on the YouTube, most people out there on YouTube are pumping you Tesla. They basically lie to you every single day. And this is how they do it. They say, hey, focus on revenues. Don't look at the bottom line. That's basically what they do. And it was sad because all these other channels out there were ignoring earnings during an earnings report. I'll repeat, they were ignoring earnings during an earnings report. So let's take a look at the stock. You can see here on one day, it's down about 8.72% as a recording. I've been watching this a little bit today. It was down at 9% at one point. It's currently trading at its PE of 77, which is frankly too high. That's the price of the stock compared to how much the company earns. And again, the pupper channels were ignoring earnings because the numbers weren't great, and they're trying to get you to overlook that. I want to show you guys something else too. So at the top of the bubble, essentially Tesla bubble, this was back on November 5th, 2021. You can see the chart right there. That was the top of the bubble. We are now at the moment 34% down from that, and we're falling even more today. This particular guy, he's the king Tesla pumper. He was telling you, oh my God, guys, Tesla is going to be a $2 trillion company. It's going to 2x from here. And this was on November 1st, 2021. So he was at the top of the bubble telling you it was going to double from there. He was making tons of videos because people say, oh, well, you know, this Solving Money dude has been right. No, he hasn't. I'm showing you guys the truth. He's been pumping you at the top of the bubble a couple of years ago that it's going to double, it's going to go parabolic, etc. Moreover, he was selling you T-shirts, right? You can see this Tesla to Mars, and get this. He was also pumping you BlockFi. This is a true story, and BlockFi is now bankrupt and trying to be a big scam. And so this is the kind of people that pump you Tesla every day. This is the reality, though. You can make a lot of money if you're willing to lie to people. You can make a lot of money if you're okay with cheating people. And this is the sad thing. The financial industry is largely designed to take advantage of people who are layperson, right? This average retail investor doesn't know that much. And I try my best to educate you guys. And I know, I get it. You turn on all the YouTube, the pumpers will say, oh, you're going to be rich. You're going to be so rich. Just ignore earnings, ignore numbers. Just know that Tesla cars are fun to drive. And it's not a great way to be successful in this stuff. I try my best to tell you guys the truth, but it is what it is. So I'm showing you, and you can look at these clips.
Obviously, my base case is much higher than my bear case, and my bull case even higher than that. And between my base case and bear case, I have about a 95% probability. In other words, I think there's a long way for Tesla stock to go. And as I've mentioned, if you want access to my Tesla stock price targets, the bear case, base case, and the bull case, join Patreon. There's a card in the corner. You'll gain access to my price targets, which are always updated every time my Tesla valuation model changes, which continues to evolve every time I get new information to integrate. And of course, you'll get access to a ton of exclusive content, almost 100 Q&As, a bunch of exclusive videos, and more. So check out the link in the description if you're not already supporting the channel on Patreon. And special shout out to all the new Patreon members who've joined this month, now over 500. I really appreciate your support. So let's get into the video. If you love crypto, stocks, and free stuff, or just want to help out the channel, check out these great offers. BlockFi are launching the world's first Bitcoin rewards credit card. People in the US can earn 1.5% Bitcoin back on every purchase with no annual fee using the BlockFi Bitcoin rewards credit card. Check out the link in the description. And for a limited time, you can get up to $250 in crypto bonuses when funding a new account on BlockFi, where you can use cryptocurrency to earn interest, borrow cash, and buy or sell crypto. If you want your free crypto, use the link in the description. And on the flip side, my crystal ball would most likely tell me that my merch design, Tesla stock to Mars, is an accurate depiction of where Tesla stock will be headed in the coming months and years. Don't forget, link in the description if you want your own Tesla stock to Mars merch, the shirts, mugs, hoodies, and more. I'm Stephen Mark Ryan. This is Solving the Money Problem, and I love you all. And don't forget the BlockFi Bitcoin Rewards credit card, where you can earn 1.5% Bitcoin back on every purchase. There's a link in the description. You can also earn up to $250 in crypto bonuses when funding a new account on BlockFi, also linked below.
So again, that was the top of the bubble that he was telling you you're going to make tons of money, and also buy BlockFi, which is now bankrupt. I want to guys show you something else, which I think is a big one. So you can actually take a look at this. This is over on a site that tracks ARK Invest trades, and if you don't know, Kathy Wood and ARK Invest are the big Tesla pumpers. However, take a look at their actions. What is going on? What are they doing? So all through July, I can see right here, July, June. This is just, this month and last month. They've been selling. These are all sell orders. I can see them all right here. They're selling like 24,000 shares. They're selling 38,000 shares, 20,000 shares, 28,000 shares. They're just sell, right? The last time that ARK Invest was buying Tesla shares was back in April, and they were also buying in January. So they basically stopped buying. And this is just a reality as the numbers come out in the earnings report, and the earnings aren't so great. And it's going to be tough going forward. And people are starting to question, like, are people really going to buy that Cybertruck? Like, at the end of the day, stocks are eventually going to trade on their fair value. I say eventually because it is true. Markets can stay irrational longer than you can stay solvent. That is a real thing. If you take a look at this as well, it was just recently Kathy with the team, they had to admit that they basically lost a bunch of money on Twitter. You can see here they wrote it down by 47%. The basic gist of it was that Elon Musk came out and said publicly that their revenue over Twitter is down 50%. It's pretty same as when you come out publicly and say, hey, we're not making as much money as we thought we were over at Tesla. But, it is what it is. If you're new to this stuff, all these numbers, they don't make any sense to you. And I get that. You just say, hey, Teslas are fun to drive. Therefore, I'll pay anything for the car and I'll pay anything for the stock. But it's not a great winning strategy. So even if you like, for example, the Tesla 3, which is a fun car to drive, I've driven it. It's really fun to drive. I wouldn't pay $200,000 for the Tesla 3. I wouldn't pay that much. The same reason I wouldn't pay for the stock being, I think it was a PE of 77. We're just looking at that. It's just too much. And even Wall Street, if you don't understand any of this stuff, I'll keep it really, really simple. Wall Street, they all revised their price targets for Tesla. Now, the new numbers came out. And say, for example, JP Morgan, they're saying is that $120 stock, giving you a sell signal, 55% downside from here. Bernstein, $150 stock, 44% downside from here. The biggest bull on Tesla is Dan Ives, of course. That's the guy who wears the clown suits. And I'm not making it up. He wears like pinstripe. Actually, not pinstripe. It's more like plaid, pink jackets. And it's real. Purple jackets, this kind of stuff. He's saying $350 a share, 30% upside from here. Good luck with that, Dan. And a lot of this evaluations have to do with they think that robot driving and FSD is coming, coming. But as you guys know, they've been saying that is Tesla have been promising that since 2016. We're now in 2023, and it's still not here. According to the robots, Tesla has a fair value of 157. This would imply an 84% overvalue, and it is. I try my best, right? I don't know what else to say. I try to show you real numbers, and I even try to show you these kind of articles here. You can see, for example, Twitter is being evicted from its Boulder office for unpaid rent. It's fine. Like, you may love Elon Musk, you may love driving a Tesla, you may even love Twitter, but at the end of the day, you got to pay the rent. And if you don't pay the rent, they kick you out, right? It's the same kind of thing of, hey, it might sound great that you're going to have the Cybertruck someday, maybe someday in the future, but at the end of the day, you got to prove to people that you can actually sell the thing and show me the numbers, show me the money. Did you actually sell it? And, people, sadly, a lot of retail investors are in this thing. I try my best to do this. Like you can see here is the P ratio in the 70s. It's just too much. And, here's the thing that with Tesla, again, much of the evaluations based on FSD working. It's also too, you're living in a world where other car manufacturers are going to create much more competition. And we're in a work from home environment where people may not even need cars that much anymore because you don't have to drive to work. You can work from home. So all these things are adding up, and I get it. You turn around to other places on YouTube and they say, oh, no, don't just ignore mainstream media. Just ignore the numbers. Just ignore earnings on earnings report. Just know that Tesla's fun to drive, and therefore you should keep buying because it's going to go 2x from here. But remember, these same people were selling you T-shirts, pumping you crypto, and just telling you all kinds of nonsense. You know why? Because you can make a lot of money from lying to people, and it is what it is. So I hope you guys understand the point of this. Take a look at the other videos if you want to see the actual numbers of the earnings report. I made a video about that just yesterday, and do appreciate your time. And I'll catch you in the next video.